Alright, good. Those stalwarts were handily dealt with. We didn't lose any units, although we do have to stay home to heal up again. But the first step of our Wonder Quest is completed. Triumph. Tonight the Hive will reek of the dead, but perhaps we will spare some. One hind legs, a wielder of fire, has learnt our language, and strokes my curiosity with wild ideas. Okay, so we got 15 spices out of that. A madman's dream. Sweet, sweet, sweet flesh. The nest thrums with fevered dreams, with faith, with belief. The workers scuttle with extra fervor, and the groomers with purpose. The soldiers with mandibles high. The tunnels resound with the click and scratch of anticipation. Now this excuse me. Now's the time to hatch. Hatch more plans. To be a race who can command the surface as we command the dark, we must evolve. The hind leg calls himself Ris al-Khali and tells me he's a scientist, one who studies the ways of things. His quest for knowledge has led him far from his birth race, and he has roved the surface of this great land learning much. I led him through the teeming hive, hoping to awe him, even frighten him, but his eyes sparkle with glee. He speaks of strange chemistries and wishes to study how hind legs and necrophage differ. He teases me with ideas of a superior breed, marrying the best of both races. The other captives are more afraid of him than me. I don't trust him, but he may be a great boon to us. To begin his experiments, he needs special materials. I will ensure he gets them, and I will watch carefully. We need to search the unspoiled ruins and deliver 10 titanium and 20 dye. Do we even have dye? Gold and spices. Okay, so this is going to be difficult. We have titanium. We have 20 titanium. But we need a source of dye. Where are we going to get that from? Quicksilver. Alright, there's a dye extractor way in Gadanak. So we need to take over a few Broken Lord cities before we can even start on our Wonder Quest. Hopefully we'll be able to manage that then. Let's go grab another Necrodrone. I think that the luxury resources are more common and less grouped than in Civ, but yeah, it is pretty tricky that we need some random resource to complete our quest. Alright, so it's summer again. We're about to complete or finish that proliferator. Up next, I want to have larger army sizes. Cannon fodder in 7. We could switch this over to science. Do I have any stockpiles left? That's true. Let's go and check that quickly. We do have a stockpile. Let's go and use that right now. Good call, Grego Brigson. And we could go and activate the gold. It would reduce upkeep. And spices for growth. Sure, let's do that too. Unless we're already fervent. No, we're not. Let's activate all of our boosters. Growth along with the huge food bonus. So here we got plus 181, and that's from the recycled corpses stockpile, or whatever the proper name is. Oh, and we do need to boot these guys out so we have space for new units. Alright, let's start moving on the Broken Lords with what we have. We'll probably be healed by the time we get there. And I do want the Proliferator as part of the main army. So we'll transfer the Necrodrones that are healthy into this stack. Let's see, can I do an army transfer? 6 of 6 movement, 2 of 4 units. Why? Locked. No army nearby. Okay. Alright, so let's start encroaching. Yes, we can definitely start sieging down this city. And, yeah, let's take these guys along as well. New army. We'll have 8 units trying to take down this city. So long as he doesn't send reinforcements, we should be good. Alright, do I want to start sieging this down now, even though we might be out of reinforcement range of this army? Let's do that. After this Necrodrone, we'll want Forager and a Proliferator. Yes, we should check the army value here. Broken Lords. Are slightly weaker than us. Perfect. This is perfect. Alright, should we go and add these units to the siege? They are added to the siege. He only has 2 guys in the garrison, so he may as well attack now. I think we'll be okay. We do outnumber him by quite a bit. Yep, just militia there. Alright, so... but he does have a hero. And where are the militia hiding? Okay, it's just this hero right now, so we'll target the hero with our Proliferator. And this guy, well, we can start a little further, well, not on the reinforcement point. Probably something like this would be good. Although the hero does go first, we'll want to make sure he can't get at us right away. That looks fine. Alright, damage-wise, the hero does deal the most damage. Let's have everyone go after the hero first then. Although, if we could get some poison down, that might be a good plan. Alright, is this guy parasitized? I don't believe he is. If the... oh no, yes he is. There it is, this little symbol right at the bottom. So even if the attack fails to do damage, he still gets parasitized. That's good. And can we land another parasite? Yes, we can. Does that mean we might get 3 free units out of this? We did land 3 parasites and we killed 3 units. Let's see. It might be just 1 free unit per... No, we got 3 foragers. Awesome. And no losses. Perfect. 3 cadaver points. And 1 recycle stockpile. So let's go use that right now. Although we are about to capture a city. No, we'll use that on the capital for now. Let's see, what buildings do we have here? Ooh, it's a treasure trove of buildings. And all of these have been pacified. Alright, we'll use the stockpile here. Let's go drop a siege storage, and then we'll pump out some more units here too. Shift these guys over to production. Now, does adding food while a city is in a rebellion, does that at all backfire? It is minus 50% food, so maybe I'll use the stockpile once these guys are out of rebellion. But meanwhile, these guys can wait here to heal. And one thing about the parasitized units, they let you exceed your normal army size limit. So here we've got an army stack of 7 when the normal limit would be 4. Alright, so there's some more stalwarts looking to wander their way in here. But I'm happy to stay in the city to heal up. If they want to come to me, that's fine. And we definitely want the dyes, so this city is next on our list. Do I need another necro drone? No, I think we're okay. Can push forward, see where the rest of this army is, and let's take a look at Broken Lord military, still falling. Only 3 units there. What happened to that army of 4 stalwarts? Let's pull back for now. Okay, some more experience on our governor hero. Further unit cost reduction, or plus 0.1 health regen in own region on units in garrison, plus 1 health regen on allied. Okay, that doesn't sound too exciting, but getting up to... No, that also doesn't sound very exciting. Plus 0.1 heal regen, plus 25 attack on hero, plus 15% food. That was pretty powerful. Alright, let's just go with the unit cost reduction, and then wherever our hero is where we'll pump units from. One more. No, I think we're pretty much healed enough. Let's push forward. Who are these guys? Purple Vaulters are already sieging the city down. That's okay, I guess. We can join the party. The ended are pretty scary though. Level 3 and level 4 ended. That's a good question, Silly Pseudonym. How does parasitism even work on the Broken Lords? Maybe they're parasites that feed on dust. This is the magical thing that does everything in the Endless Universe. And so the Broken Lords have as much dust as any other sentient species. Okay, alchemical armors, we can slow that down and up our production. And they're immune to our disease/poison. Well, I mean, we could attack them. Well, let's let them work down the fortification points for a little longer. Or should we just attack them now? They are flying. None of our units have any special flying slayer abilities, do they? No. They do not. This will be a costly attack. And I guess this is part of the reason why we were so effective at taking down the Broken Lords to begin with. They were already preoccupied. Alright, what we'll do is we'll take down this city and then come back after the Vultures have dealt with this city. Even though we want this city more because it has the dyes. Alright, let's just sneak off this way. Is this city out of rebellion yet? Yes, it's only unhappy now. We can go and drop that stockpile. And do we want to drop a burrow as well? No, I think we're fine, unless we have a dust dredger here. Which we do not. Alright, so that's all good. We'll just pump these units. And in fact, we could move our hero to this city and have the city in the back just pumping pure science. I like that, actually. Cancel this. We'll queue up a burrow. We'll build it very slowly. We can start doubling up here. And we'll shift everyone over to science. Necrodrone in 3, that's fine. New army. Have this guy fly over this way. And we'll assign our hero to this city. It'd be nice to grow the city up since it already has a lot of awesome buildings. Even more buildings than our capital has. So we'll get a bunch of population in there. Start pumping science from here as well. My understanding is that they have overflow for everything, so you don't have to do a whole bunch of micromanagement. So if you have extra science from finishing one tech, it gets applied to the next tech. How tech costs work, though, is that every new tech you research increases the cost of the next one. And each tech in each new era costs a little bit more. Alright, what's going on here? They want a truce, they're willing to give us military science? I don't think so, Broken Lords. I want all your stuff. Okay, so the Broken Lords, or the Vultures, have already taken that. If the Broken Lords offer us another truce, we might take it, because what we really want is the dyes. Alright, well let's go and grab some stalwarts here, if only to grab some more hosts for our parasites. They're down a cliff face. And how is the Broken Lord military doing now? They still, surprisingly, have some military kicking around. We can also go and activate the gold booster here. And we can start sieging down this city. We've met the Wild Walkers. They are leading on score. We've brought the Broken Lords down. And let's swing over this way. Alright, we really do need this Vulture City though, for the dyes. So we'll have to declare war on the Vaulters next, but while we're waiting, we can get some more. We'll get our alchemical armor online. We have enough dust to do some more retrofits, and we'll keep on pumping out units here. Alright, I do want another free forager. Stalwarts, yes, ready, manual, just so that we make sure we get the parasite off. Okay, there. A free forager, nice. And now everyone is content. Do we have a booster we can use? Maybe the Quicksilver soon enough. That'll be, ooh, plus 100 experience on units. That's pretty good. Alright, we're also under attack by the Vaulters. Huh, and it's an even fight. Okay, we are in neutral territory, that's why they can attack us without declaring war. Well, we'll fight them. Hopefully things will go okay. At least they're not defending a city. Our proliferator goes first, but everyone else really should spread out since these guys do have chain lightning. Foragers up at the front. Alright, well that'll have to do. And we have a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. And what are these guys doing? They really should be targeting. Although we are getting kind of bunched up here. Ouch. My poor proliferator. It's not meant to take hits to the face like that. Well, she didn't last very long. Yeah, the chain lightning works especially well against our swarming. The swarming that we're doing. Whoa. Can't have too many of these critical failures. That's gonna spell disaster for us. Alright, and we don't get the benefit of poison, so this could be really bad for us. Whoa, look at that chain lightning. Ouch. Is this the second game where we've been completely owned by the Ended? The answer is yes. Alright, it would be nice if my guys weren't grouped up, but it doesn't look like we have much of a choice here. Alright, so we did win this, but at what cost? No parasites, we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including the proliferator. Alright, that wasn't bad, and we got a ton of experience out of it. Okay, that actually was pretty good. Let's group up here, and once we have some of our units back, we'll declare war. Let's grab a proliferator, and then a necrodrone or 2. Well, another proliferator to replace the one that we lost. Each army will have its own proliferator. And our next tech. Let's see now. Rush buying would be good. If we are going to be taking over a few more cities, then central markets could help balance things out. And we do need to... Alright, so we're going to keep the unit production, we're going to keep the science, and we're going to keep the gold bonus. Although we don't have too many people working gold right now. Let's shift a couple more over. Now, I do want to make sure I have enough to declare war on the Vultures, and I also want to be able to retrofit some of these guys. So, let's go look at these unit models. The proliferator, generally I want to have her back, so I don't know if I need to upgrade her armor. But these guys could definitely do with some more titanium armor. Apply there. And the necrodrones definitely want some improved titanium armor. And glory or death. This is increased morale for adjacent enemy. And improved damage. I think I definitely want the improved damage on these guys. And maybe sharp sense. Glory of Death would be better than sharp sense, but let's leave that like that. So the forager then. Improved damage? Yeah. Alright, so all new units coming out. We'll have that, and the guys who are still in our territory can take some retrofits as well. We don't have enough titanium. We do have glass steel, however, so we can switch some of that over. Alright, maybe the necrodrones will wear glass steel armor. Maybe the proliferator. Proliferator would happily wear glass steel armor. Alright, let's do that then. And high ground, glory of death, sharp sense, improved initiative, high ground bonus. This is plus 60% when on high ground, so we can definitely position her on some high ground. But, well, we can't build her if we don't have the titanium. That means we do need to switch these guys over as well. Necrodrones, well, this batch of necrodrones will be wearing glass steel.